saw rain at the same time. It didn't make sense to me, but
yeah.
oh well.
It's just thunderstorms in the summertime,
Yeah.
but it's not going to feel like summer this weekend because a cold front's going to bring quite the cool down. So kind of a lot to talk about here over the next 7 days. We have rain most frequently in southern Utah. That's where we find ourselves looking live at Antelope Point. It is overcast. There's a few rain showers in that area. They're coming up on half an inch of rainfall so far. In other spots, the bullseye in that southwestern corner of the state, over 2 inches north of St. George at Ledges Golf Court, over 1.5 inches at New Harmony, and then as we go to Virgin, over 0.8 of an inch, Panguitch 0.3 of an inch, and then over the Salt Lake Valley, we had a few isolated showers and storms that rolled through here. The strongest one produced about 0.2 of an inch, but generally most spots, if you saw rain, it's been less than 1/10. So for current temperatures, 90 degrees in Salt Lake because we've been dry for the past few hours. 93 in Ogden, 87 degrees in Logan, and where we see rain, it's a lot cooler. So 65 in Vernal, 72 in Price, and 75 degrees in St. George. That's about 30 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. So on satellite and radar in northern Utah, just a few isolated, very small cells moving through. And if they do bubble up, they end pretty quickly. So we'll keep a chance for an isolated thunderstorm in northern Utah through this evening. The bulk of our rainfall is going to be eastern. That's where we see here just north of Moab, a few showers and some isolated thunderstorms, and then a cluster of rain still moving through the southwestern part of the state. It looks like another round of a few isolated thunderstorms lifting into the St. George area as we speak. So on storm zone, we'll keep this cluster moving northeastward through the next several hours, and even overnight, this cluster is just going to keep on going. So most of our activity over the next several hours, so heading into tomorrow morning, is going to be in the southeastern corner. Again, isolated thunderstorm chance for northern Utah this evening. As we head into tomorrow morning, a few isolated clusters here or there in the southern parts of the state. But the thing is, with tomorrow, our moisture is going to shift. So it's mostly just going to be from I-15 eastward. That's where we have our best thunderstorm chance. Isolated still in northern Utah, just like today, more scattered in the eastern parts of the state, trending drier for the southwestern corner. So a lot quieter compared to today. And then precipitation will continue to wane as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow, if we do get a thunderstorm, it can be on the strong side in this darker green area. So that means we could have some strong winds, some pockets of hail, and even some flash flooding. For wind gusts tomorrow, it's going to be very strong, very elevated, especially on the western parts of the state. Wind gusts anywhere between 40 to 50 miles per hour. And it's going to stay pretty windy as we head into the start of the weekend. Then that cold front pushes through and things cool down. We do dry out for northern Utah over the weekend as well. Generally, most of the state will see some drier weather. Temperatures for central Utah tomorrow, low 80s in Nephi, Manti, chance of storms from I-15 eastward. Same case in southern Utah. Low 80s in Cedar City, Beaver, St. George, isolated shower chance. We'll be generally dry but breezy. Highs in the mid-90s, low 90s over the weekend with lots of sunshine for much of your 7-day forecast. Northern Utah, we have the mid-80s in Logan, Tremont, upper 80s in West Valley, Spanish Fork, an isolated thunderstorm chance for northern Utah and the Wasatch Front. Just like today, best chances for storms on the Wasatch Back in our mountains. We'll be near 90 tomorrow, upper 80s on Saturday. A brief stint of fall. It's going to feel like the end of September on Sunday. Then we climb closer to normal with some sunshine as we head into the beginning of next week.
For all those fall lovers, that's a little tease, isn't it, this Sunday?
Get your pumpkin spice.
Yeah, all right.
Temporarily. One day only.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, Devin.
Well, coming up next year, preparing for the Paralympics.